afternoon. I'm Nina Garmash, and together with Sher, we're presenting from data to safety scooter rides, an open safety dashboard we developed for Technion. Our partners are listed here, ISTRC, and other organizations. So why we're here?
Shall we go?
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Yes, why we're here? E-scooters are everywhere in Tel Aviv now. They're efficient, sustainable, and green, but they help people at what cost? Look at this plot. You see the yellow bars showing severe e-scooter accidents over years, and the black line showing their share of citywide severe crashes. And they both grow. In 5 years, e-scooters went from 5% of citywide severe crashes to 20 and even more. And now it's a public health challenge. There are plenty of research on e-scooters, but most of them share common limitations. They're short-term, focused on fatal or severe outcomes only, and on riders. What cities need now is long-term studies covering all levels of severe crashes, all involved classes. Patterns need validation in full data. Infrastructure data should be integrated. E-scooters versus bikes and e-bikes compared. And most important, we need a tool which can be used not only by analysts, but by decision makers, non-technical audience. So our research objective, we want to reduce road crashes and severe injuries by developing an open city-scale business intelligence system. It analyzes e-scooter crashes from multiple perspectives, covering all injury severity levels and all road users. And it translates road crash data into decision-relevant insights, supports continuous monitoring, updating, and scaling, can be used by non-technical audience, by decision makers. Our scope is Tel Aviv as a living urban laboratory and e-scooters in comparison with other micromobility modes. Our data covers 12.5 years of police-reported crashes taken from Central Bureau of Statistics and 3 related tables on vehicles, people involved, and crashes, enriched with municipal layers on streets and Tel Aviv quarters. Our analytical approach has some innovations. We analyze data both on crash level and people level involved. We track volume and severity across all dimensions and compare them. So we benchmark from national trends down to Tel Aviv micromobility and e-scooters, separate roles within road users, separate counterparts, and we use AI capabilities built in Power BI model. I'll show you later. So this is our solution, dynamic BI system with 13 interactive sheets. I want to show you how it works.
Welcome to my Power BI report on e-scooter crash risk in Tel Aviv. Let's start with the big picture. Tel Aviv is Israel's micromobility hotspot with over 4 times the national share of e-scooter crashes. In 2024, e-scooter crashes are about 45% of micromobility crashes and over 10% of all crashes in Tel Aviv. You can see both percentages and absolute numbers for Tel Aviv and for Israel and filter by year. This page compares e-scooters with bikes and e-bikes in Tel Aviv over time. Additional filters are available in the filter panel. So you can see both total numbers or volume against severity rate, the red line, and quick statistical comparison across months. Next are time patterns. I show trends by month, weekday, hour, and more. Again, volume versus severity rate. This helps separate busy but less severe periods from less frequent higher risk windows. Then I explore accident composition, vehicles and people involved in crashes, counterpart types, and severity differences by counterpart. Now, location, where crashes happen in Tel Aviv. You can view crashes on the map per quarter and per street distribution, total crashes, crash density, and severity rate. From here, you can drill through to selected crash details. This page focuses on who gets hurt by role, age group, gender, population group, and safety measures. Finally, I showcase some Power VIAI visuals, the Q&A visual for quick insights about crashes, and key influencers visual. It finds factors which are driving injury severity. The goal is a self-serve tool. Decision makers can filter, explore, and identify risk drivers quickly. Welcome to my Power BI report on e-scooter crash risk in Tel Aviv.
Yes. Our key finding is that volume does not equal severity. They have different patterns. Look at the plot here. You see crashes over weekdays, volume yellow bars, and severity this red line. Look at Monday. It has highest volume but lowest severity versus Saturday. Twice lower volume but twice higher severity. Or by road type. Most of crashes, 73%, happen not at intersection. They have relatively low severity, while 27% of crashes happen at intersection with much higher severity. And the same difference between volume and severity patterns we find across all dimensions that were investigated. Why it's important? Because effective policy must target both volume and severity. You should address places and times where crashes happen often and where they bring more severe injuries. Our results. We investigated road users by classes, riders. They are widely described in literature. Most important passengers were not described before, were not reported as a separate class. It's a tiny share of road users, only 1.3%, but they have highest severity. Triple drivers' severity. They are younger than riders overall. Pedestrians, 6% of involved, twice higher severity than riders. And they are older than other road users. Age extremes. Children and seniors face highest severity regardless of role. When we compare modes, overall mode comparison in the whole data showed us that e-scooters have highest severity at 10%. The lowest severity, bicycles, and the difference is significant. E-bikes are somewhere in the middle. But this trend is shifting. In 2024, e-scooters and e-bikes were similar. And in mid-2025, e-scooters are even lowest by severity. When we analyze crash composition, we take pairs. They make 95% of all crashes. And here I show only pairs which stand out by volume or severity. Highest volume, e-scooter plus car, 44% of all crashes. Severity is relatively low. But this low severity in e-scooters with car interactions is significantly higher than that of bicycles and e-bicycles with car. Next, e-scooters with pedestrian and zero crashes make about 11% of all crashes. And the most severe are solo crashes. This fact also wasn't described before. It challenges collision-focused logics. AI capabilities showed us risk multipliers, which are in line with our findings on risk patterns. Implications. We offer two-target strategy. reduce volume and severity, both. Volume concentrates on high flow daytime roads, in-car scooter conflicts, and e-scooter drivers suffer most often. While severity concentrates at nights, weekends, and holidays, in solar crashes, in pedestrian zones and intersections, and scooter passengers, pedestrians, and children suffer most. And priority actions: fix infrastructure, targeted enforcement, and policy specific for most suffering road users. We acknowledge our limitations. We don't have direct exposure data. We have limited information on riders' behavior and low completeness in some severe spills, less than 30%. But we plan to continue our study, update data, optimize the model, extend analysis to other factors which may influence volume and severity, integrate shared scooter data and enforcement data. And I repeat that this model is totally scalable. It can be adapted to another vehicle modes, buses, heavy vehicles, or anything, and can be applied to any city, not only to Tel Aviv. So there's a room for cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you. That's to say before time. So you have time for questions. יש לכם זמן לשאלות?
What do you mean in railroad crossings in the previous slide?
There's a category in CBS data.
But you don't have railroad crossings in Finland.
רכבת קלה, רכבת...
Yes,
You mean,
yes,
are you sure that it is reported as a railroad? I'm not sure.
yes.
זה גם...
For Tel Aviv, it's reported.
Yes, it's reported as a railroad. I think you need to involve infrastructure data mode, because when you don't have a detailed information concerning the availability of bicycle facilities,
Yes.
the total analysis is very vague.
Yeah, so now we have on the Tel Aviv...
Yes, of course, we need more data. Of course, our data is limited, and not only by fields which are included in CBS, but also by low coverage.
Yes, but those are the data. You need to involve infrastructure, otherwise new insights will not be provided.
Yes.
You just
These
describe
insights
what
are
you have.
relevant only for this data. Of course, it should be enriched and compared with other data.
I think it's great work and really wow. Yeah. Two things that I thought of, apart from the infrastructure and the data that we said, also what Omer presented, and to have user uploaded data, for example, about risky places and photos, etc. That could also be important. Maybe, I mean, it's very easy to facilitate, I guess, in this tool. And also the exposure data, your tool really shows the need for exposure data for cyclists and e-scooters. I remember trying to get exposure data from the e-scooter companies and Iriat Tel Aviv, and there was absolutely no collaboration for 3 years, and then we just left it. So I think it's really important also in this, aspect.
It's difficult to incorporate all data we need, and we only started. This is my first project in the field. I'm from absolutely other field coming here, so it's just a start.
We don't have time, so in the break, so